We're there. Happy Freedom, Hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. And I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. Gonna read through the chat, or we're gonna read through the schedule really quick. Then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you guys are doing today. Then of course we will be getting things started. We have a ton of stuff on the schedule today. We'll be starting off with some just cuz videos. The first one's titled President Trump and the MAGA Avengers went to the UFC on Saturday and went exactly how you would think it would go. Near the end of the event, John Jones won his UFC match and gave the championship belt to President Trump. We're going to play both of those videos back to back. Then getting into some news here. It's titled Something Nefarious is Going On. New Sean Diddy Combs accusations in the spotlight. Apparently Diddy's in jail trying to convince other inmates to let him use their phone privileges. That way the COs and stuff, when they're listening in and they're recording, it's not documented underneath his name, which creates red tape, basically. I'm trying to be slick while he's inside. Then we got that was a baby oil joke, I suppose. We got a follow-up video titled Defense Arguments Expected to Begin Monday in Daniel Penny's Trial. Like I said, there's a follow-up video for Daniel Penny. Doesn't sound like things are going well for him. Then we got video titled Democrats Accused of Counting Illegal Votes in Contested Senate Race. Pennsylvania again. They were lit up during election night, then they keep making excuses. They also play that video that we already covered with the elected official that openly says that they're going to go against what the Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruled about counting illegals' ballots and all of that stuff, when she said she don't care. She doesn't care what the Supreme Court says. She's going to do it anyway and voted to be able to do that. There's a bunch of corruption going on in Pennsylvania, so we got that. Then we got a soft and stupid video titled Everbloom Design in Memphis, Tennessee says they refuse to do business with Trump supporters. Do you think that's discrimination? I went and Googled some stuff, and it's kind of on the fence there. I'm not sure if it's actually discrimination or not, but man, they'd be pissed if we were saying that about them. Then we got a video titled White House Condemns Neo-Nazi March in Short North. I don't know where Short North is, but either way, Fed boys were out there parading with swastikas, as President Trump calls them. Somehow the White House, they got time to make responses for goofy little videos like this, but they don't have anything to say when it comes to liberals threatening President Trump's life or threatening Trump supporters or any of that. No, that's totally just over the radar there. Nobody knows what to say about that. But you get 8 Fed boys marching down the street with swastikas, and all of a sudden the White House has something to say about it. Then we have a video titled Boston Mayor Michelle Wu says she will not cooperate with deportations and will protect illegals in her city. Traitors doing what traitors do. Then we got a video titled Vivek Ran That Salami says entire federal agencies will be deleted. It's good stuff. We need less government. Then we got a video titled Trump picks Brandon Carr for FCC chair. I don't know who that is, and I don't know what the position's for, but it's an update on people President Trump is selecting for his cabinet. Then we got a video titled Biden to let Ukraine use long-range missiles to hit inside Russia. Apparently the Democrats want to try and get into World War III before President Trump gets into office, just, continuing to burn down our future. Then we got a video titled Single Border Crossers That Came Will Be Released Onto the Streets. These people will have nothing. Get ready for home invasions, thefts, and unspeakable crimes. Apparently in Chicago, their border crosser encampments, they're getting closed down. They don't have the money for it, so they're closing these, I don't know what they call them, but they're places where they're storing illegals. They're getting closed down, so now there's illegals that are going to just be unhoused, as the left likes to phrase it. And you know how that's going to go. Desperate people do desperate things. These border crossers that have nothing and get kicked out in the streets in the middle of winter time, they're going to be causing problems. We'll see if the news will actually cover it. Then we got the last little bit of our news titled Trump confirms mass deportation plans and declares national emergency. Apparently, it was like a rumor going around, but President Trump just confirmed it that when he's in office, he's going to do a national state of emergency in order to get ahead of this mass deportation. That will be interesting when that happens, because when we are in a state of, when the whole country is declared a state of emergency, our rights are suspended. That's why the lockdown sucked ass so bad. That's why mandates were treated as laws, because we don't have rights when we're under a state of emergency. Now, I don't think President Trump's going to do anything wrong to us, but it is crazy to hear that we're going to be put in a state of emergency. I mean, I guess we are, right? We have an invasion going on. Why wouldn't we? But just to hear that takes me back to 2020. Then we got two funny videos of the day. The first one's titled "A Brain Might Help." And then our official funny video of the day was provided by Russell. It's Rodney Carrington, titled "Titties and Beer." And it's a really, really funny one. All of that's coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans are up to on this Manic Monday. What is up, everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up, Astro Hammer? What's up, Hair Juicer? What's up, Breeze by You? What's up, Annette? What's up, Damsel? What's up, Sam? What's up, Russell? What's up, Zero? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Alistair? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. And what is up, everyone over on Rumble? Breeze by You? You were first today. Now, I appreciate you racing to the chat and being omnipresent. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Mr. B New? Appreciate you being here. I was just going to say, I bet I didn't bring a drink, and I didn't. Oh, well. What's up, Sawdog? Happy freedom. What's up, Turbo? Appreciate you. What's up, Elder Zoomer? What's up, Nana? Nana, I got that package. I got the package right here. I recovered it. I did the thing. We're going to do an unboxing in a little bit. What's up, Mr. Satan? Happy freedom. What's up, Tony Rez? Hold on a second. Okay, let's see if I can use my voice now. What's up, Rappy? What's up, Energy Woman? What's up, Zupia? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble and see if you can get us on the front page. And what is up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Zeus Boot? Hey, look, they refreshed our chat over here. I still am not really sure how that works, but it's always nice to have it refreshed. And what is up, everyone over on the Communism platform? What's up, Mr. Satan? You're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, MAGA 2024? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Tony Rich? Sam, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom. What's up, Justin P? Happy freedom to you. All right. I think we are good to go. What's up, Havana? Happy freedom. I think we're good. I feel like I'm forgetting something. We're going to do an unboxing in a little bit, but first we're going to start off with these Trump videos, just start things off on the right foot. Like I said, this isn't really news. It's just always good to see President Trump. So his first two videos we're going to play back to back. First one's titled "President Trump and the MAGA Avengers went to the UFC on Saturday." Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick, we have these Hope t-shirts. President Trump is America's hope. This design was created by Alistair. Alistair is a total badass in just about everything he does. If you think it, he can create it. So I will make sure to drop his link in the chat in case you guys want to hire Alistair for your creative needs. This design does come in shirts for men, shirts for women, tank tops for men, tank tops for women, coffee mugs, stickers, dog tags, pullover hoodies, zipper hoodies, and we even made bumper stickers. Today I got on the plain Jane Jeff Mac t-shirt. I think we got a new design coming out pretty soon, but I will drop the link in the chats while we're watching this first video. Like I said, we're going to watch them back to back. Oh, come on. Bang. There we go. All right, let's get this rolling. So as you can see there, it's pretty much everybody except for Tucker Carlson. Even Chris, the CEO of Rumble, was one of the guys in the crowd there. He looked like he was having the time of his life. He was posting selfies all night. We're going to get right into the second video here from that night at the UFC. This right here is titled "John Jones just won his UFC match and gave the championship belt to President Trump." So as you can see there, everybody was having quite a time Saturday night. Of course, the whole arena erupted when President Trump walked in. It's all X was talking about all Saturday night. That's all you were hearing about. President Trump over at the UFC. I bet that is something to behold. It'd be awesome to go to a UFC match, let alone have President Trump, Kid Rock, the CEO of Rumble, and everybody else wandering in. RFK Jr. was there. They were eating McDonald's on the plane. Everybody's all feeling weird about that. They're like, but did RFK actually eat the burger? That's the thing. Did he eat the Big Mac? Nobody knows yet. Until then, it's just a conspiracy theory. We're going to get right into this next video because that wasn't exactly news. It's just good to hear from President Trump, to see him out and about being an American. Like I said, this next video here is titled Something Nefarious is Going On. New Sean Diddy Combs accusations in the spotlight. Like I was saying, he's doing some weird stuff about his phone privileges, trying to be sneaky with prosecutors and whatnot. What can you expect out of a pedophile like that? Anyways, let's get into this, and don't forget, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble.
Let's talk about Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. He's allegedly been paying his fellow inmates for the use of their telephone accounts to allegedly influence his sex trafficking trial and blackmail victims. This is according to prosecutors. What more can you tell us about this?
Yes, so he does not want investigators and prosecutors to be able to hear him on these calls. These calls are recorded, so he's using other inmates to allow, in exchange for cash, he uses their phone time, so it's filed under their name. So it will be harder for investigators and prosecutors to go listen in. But he's also asking the person on the other end of the phone to do a three-way call. So that is also against the rules. I don't know what the repercussions of something like this could be. Perhaps he could have those privileges taken away, phone privileges taken away. But clearly something nefarious is going on for him to be so strategic in the way he's trying to, to outwit the prosecutors.
We haven't talked about.
So they go on to talk about Britney Spears and some other shit that we don't care about. But Diddy is doing something weird with the phone stuff. So when you make phone calls in jail, or if you get visits while you're in jail, I don't know a whole lot about prison because I ain't never been there. But I know when you're in jail, everything is monitored. When you have people come visit you, they record your conversations. That's why you talk through the little speaker in the glass, or if you got a phone or whatever. They record all of that. If you make phone calls from your cell, that's all recorded and monitored and whatnot. And that's how they bust a lot of people. A lot of criminals get in there and they think that they're going to, call their baby mama or something. Hey, go hide the murder weapon, blah, blah. And they got you on recording doing that. And a lot of people incriminate themselves by using those phones. I've never had anyone to call. So anytime I've gone into jail, I'm just there. I'm just there. There's no one to call. There's no one to do anything. Never use the phone while I'm in there. But when you do, everything is, like I said, documented. So Diddy is trying to do deals with other inmates so he can make a phone call as them. Therefore, it's documented under that different inmate's name and all of their paperwork and all of that. And then, of course, he's calling people that he knows and then having them three-way call. So having that person on the line tie in a third party through their end. That way the jail doesn't know the number dialed. They don't know who's being called. They don't know where the calls are coming from. And so he's doing some sneaky stuff. Sounds like he's trying to get things situated while he's inside and he doesn't have the freedom on his own to go make those changes. But he's either going to incriminate himself or they're going to send someone in there to go do something to him, because obviously he's a high-profile case. Kind of surprised that he's still alive. We'll see how it goes. We know he's mixed up in all the bad stuff, and we'll stay up to date with what we can on him. Next up, we got another follow-up. It's titled Defense Arguments Expected to Begin Monday in Daniel Penny's Trial. Like I said, it does not seem like things are going well for Daniel Penny, which is really crazy because I thought the worst of the matter would be having a liberal judge and just not understand what it would be like to actually defend yourself, because liberals don't defend themselves. They're just crybabies. They're a bunch of sissy meth heads and stuff. And so I thought that would be the worst of it, but his instructor from the military came in. It was a Saturday, we covered it, and claimed that he didn't use the chokehold correctly, and that's why Jordan Neely died. And then, like I said, we got some more information coming up next. But first, we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Diddy, as well as President Trump being at the UFC over the weekend. Russell, big time illegal. Yep. I'm surprised that Diddy's still alive. I really am, because he's tied to so many other people that a lot of people think he's going to bring a bunch of people down, but I don't. I think that everybody's cut their ties with him, and he's isolated. He's on his own, and he might be calling out for help and stuff. I think he's going to get McAfee'd. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, I don't want bad things to happen to anybody, but he's such a high-profile case. I'd be surprised if he survives through all of this. Breeze by you, Daniel Penny is a hero. We need more Daniel Pennies. I agree, but we're going to end up with less Daniel Pennies because it seems like things are not going to go in his favor. Geez, stop by. I can't read that one out loud. I'm telling you, if you guys don't have a membership to the website, you're missing out. Thought by slapping baby oil out of Diddy's ass and everything else. You know, heard nothing like that. Never even heard anything that rhymed with that. Crazy. Russell, Dan Bongino was there and showed this. That's awesome. I thought I saw Bongino there. Here, Juicer. Somehow I ate 24 tamales since Friday. Gotta go get more. I like tamales, but my stomach does not. I'll eat tamales and within an hour I'm like violently ill. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's the corn husk or what it is. Just something wrecks me about it. What's up, Silver Wolf? Happy Freedom. Puffin stuff. Diddy is selling his jet in California mansion. Is that what you're saying? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if all of his assets just start getting liquidated. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Free the Texan. Diddy has stuff on people like Hillary does. I think so too, but at the same time, I think when his house got raided and then it took like a week for that to happen and then it took months for him to get arrested, I think a lot of that was Fed boys going in there and destroying evidence, destroying those connections that Diddy has, and also pushing him out of his home where a lot of that stuff could have been located. So they pretty much kicked him out of his spot, then burned all of his secrets, then incarcerated him, and I think that they're tying up loose ends, and then once that's done, they'll just burn him down. That's what I think's going to happen, at least. What's up, Lifelike? Happy freedom. You're not that late. We just got started. Free the Texan. Diddy is insanely smart. He's been getting away with shit for decades. Yeah, but I think he's a government asset. I think that's why he's been getting away with stuff, because everybody at the top of their industry is very influential over the American people. And so you got people at the top of the music industry. You got look at the news, right? Look at the media, how that goes. And it seems like anytime somebody gets too big, the government starts getting involved because they don't want you to influence people more than the White House does and stuff like that. And they want control. So I wouldn't be surprised if those top people, like the big record labels that were in charge of things, if they're actually just government assets. I mean, the Supreme Court ruled that it was okay for the White House to contact private social media groups and tell them who to censor and who not to censor. So to think that the government would go to record labels and say who to sign a record deal with and who not to, it seems probable. It seems probable. But maybe he is just clever. Who knows? Elder Zoomer, my president goes to UFC fights. That's right. Stoner Diddy ate a Big Mac. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what Diddy does. Diddy done did it. Mm-hmm. What's up, Tree Herder? Happy freedom. What's up, Mindy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sage Pup? What's up, Laundry? Joseph Bribin. Mm-hmm. Hey, yo. Weird, Sam. Let me see. Shouldn't be having no problems. I wonder what happened. Let me see. I think we're having a technical problem. Weird. I don't know. It looks fine for me. We'll see in a second. We'll get in this next video here. Like I said, this is a follow-up on Daniel Penny. It's titled Defense Arguments Expected to Begin Monday, today, for Daniel Penny. The last we heard is that the people that trained him in the military to how to use a chokehold and all that stuff, they showed up in court to say that he didn't use it correctly, and that's why Jordan Neely died. So, again, that doesn't look very good for Daniel Penny. And then now they got this information coming up. Hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble, and let's get through this follow-up.
Meanwhile, in New York, the trial continues for former Marine Daniel Penny. He is the man accused of choking and killing Jordan Neely on a New York subway in 2023. Witnesses describe Neely's actions as erratic, but debate continues over whether or not Penny used excessive force in his chokehold. News Nation's Rich McHugh is in New York following this case for us. Rich, good morning to you. What more has happened so far this hour in this case?
Good morning, Marty. So the court is about to resume for the day and for the week. It picks up with forensic pathologist Cynthia Harris. She's the medical examiner who examined Jordan Neely's body and ultimately made the cause of death determination. She was being cross-examined on Friday afternoon. That's when court ended. So she is expected to be the last witness for the prosecution. On Friday, she said in court, I want to quote this to get this right, "It is my medical opinion that there are no alternative reasonable explanations for Mr. Neely's death." But the defense tried to paint her as hasty, pointing to on May 2nd, she listed Neely's cause of death as, quote, pending further study. Just one day later, however, she revised this to compression of the neck, chokehold. The defense is arguing she rushed her conclusion before toxicology came back. Dr. Harris confirmed Neely had the drug K2 in his system. That's a synthetic drug more potent than marijuana that can cause erratic behavior. It's unclear when Neely last took it or how much was in his system, but Dr. Harris maintains it doesn't matter, saying that even if Neely had taken enough drugs to put down an elephant, no toxicology result would change her opinion. Also making waves from last week's proceedings is this interrogation video we saw for the first time. It shows Daniel Penny apparently unaware Jordan Neely had died, and you can hear Penny telling detectives, "I'm not trying to kill the guy," hours after Jordan Neely's chokehold death.
Some guy came in, he's like, whipped his jacket off, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill everybody, I can go to prison forever, I don't care, I don't do this." At that point, I looked to the person next to me like, "Hey, just hang on to this phone for me." I had my headphones in and took it off, and just kind of like grabbed him from behind, because he came in, just to like, because he was acting like a lunatic, like a crazy person. I wasn't trying to like injure him. Right. I'm just trying to keep him from hurting anybody else.
A court set to begin in about 30 minutes. The medical examiner will be back on the stand for cross-exam. The defense is expected to call their first witness, and it's unclear, Marnie, whether Daniel Penny will ever take the stand in his defense. Back to you.
All right, Rich, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, it does not sound like things are going well for Daniel Penny at all. I still don't understand why they're not interviewing those other two guys, though. There's two other guys that were holding down Jordan Neely while Daniel Penny had him in the chokehold. And if you're engaging with somebody and you're being assisted by other people and you're looking around and everybody else is still pinning this guy down, you wouldn't have any kind of idea to let this guy go. You would assume you're still engaged, right? These other two people who have a better visual of what's happening than you do, they're still holding the guy down. So why would you let go, right? That's how I keep thinking about it. If I was detaining somebody and there's two other people assisting me and I'm looking at them and they're still holding the guy down, well, I'm not going to let him go. Everything must be fine. We're holding the guy down. And then even in the interview with the police officer saying, I wasn't trying to hurt him. I was trying to just hold on to him and stop him from hurting anybody. So I don't know. It sounds like he did end up with liberals kind of doing the whole deal here, but then at the same time having people from the military come in and make claims that he didn't do what he was supposed to do, like as far as how a chokehold goes and all of that. It sounds like he's going to end up doing time. Now, at least they're not going for escalating the charge, at least at this time, because BLM, like 6 people, keep protesting out front that they want the charges brought up to murder charges. They don't want it to be manslaughter. They want murder charges. And there hasn't been any real talk of that. So at least he's not looking at that, but still he could do 10, 15 years for manslaughter. It's not good. We'll stay up to date with Daniel Penny as much as possible. Next up, we got Democrats accused of counting illegal votes in contested Senate race. It's Pennsylvania. We covered the video they're going to show in here, the little clip of the board member openly saying that they're going to go against what the Pennsylvania Supreme Court had said about getting rid of the illegal ballots and voted to count them anyways. We covered that Thursday or Friday last week, and it's continuing on. They are going to count those votes and stuff. So we got to follow up for that coming up next. But we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about Daniel Penny. Let me see. Reading through. Breeze by you was not, or it was obvious that he was not trying to kill that asshole. Yeah. Well, see, and I think that's why they're not giving him murder charges. They're giving him manslaughter charges. But I feel like the influence of having 2 other people assist you while you're detaining somebody changes the dynamic of the situation. Right? If you're in an alleyway in the middle of the night and you get into it with somebody, you got them in a headlock, they stop moving, you would know to let them go. When you got other people involved in the situation, it blurs the lines of what's going on. You might feel those other guys detaining Jordan Neely, and you think it's Jordan Neely moving, right? So you're continuing to hold on, not realizing you're feeling the movements of the other 2 people involved trying to help detain him. I don't know. It doesn't seem as clear-cut as they're trying to say. Like he's some white supreme pizza that went out there looking to chokehold somebody to death because of racial reasons and stupid stuff like that. I don't know. Russell, one of the guys, testified on Penny's behalf. Well, at least there's that. It's I don't know. It's just weird that he's like solely getting the blame and they're not, because you would think they'd be an accessory. They'd be getting 2nd degree or 3rd degree manslaughter charges because they weren't directly detaining him, but they were assisting in detaining him. So you would think they'd be involved in the crime as well. Breeze by you, Penny should not even be charged with anything. And what the fuck for the other military guy to say what he is saying? It is difficult to do holds properly on a drugged out, struggling asshole anyways. Yeah, Breeze by you. And who knows if those are the guys that specifically trained Daniel Penny. They could just be from the military. They volunteered to show up for the case. Like, I don't know. It just seems like they're trying to push this through very quickly. I mean, they waited a year for it to start, but now that it's rolling, it's like they're just trying to put him away and make an example out of him. Zero, maybe the other 2 guys are material witnesses against Daniel Penny. See, I would think they would also be on the defense because they assisted him in the killing of Jordan Neely. From their perspective, that's what they're trying to prove. So you would think they'd be assisting him, and that would make them part of the defense. Zero, when you're afraid, you just want the terrorizer to just stop. Yes, but when you're a man, you're not allowed to be afraid. That's the thing, is when you're a man, there's no instances where somebody believes you were afraid. I've been in court so many times, probably more than 30 times I've sat in a courtroom in the defense, defending my freedom, because I'm the accused aggressor. And every one of those situations, I was the accused aggressor. And they don't believe that you can be a man and be afraid at the same damn time. And so, like, I've been in situations where the other person had a weapon and I beat them so bad that I was the one that went to jail. because there's no self-defense here. There's just get your ass whooped or you go to jail. That's all there is here. And being a man, you like say Jordan Neely was a woman. Daniel Penny, he'd be fucked right now. He'd be fucked. It wouldn't even matter how many drugs they were under. It wouldn't matter if they had a gun in their pocket. The court does not believe that men can be afraid. And so in this instance, right, Daniel Penny's sitting here minding his business. Jordan Neely comes in all cracked out on K2. He's making threats. He's saying he's going to kill people. Daniel Penny's like, well, I should probably step in. I'm the most qualified to stop this potential threat from hurting other people. And that right there tells the court you're not afraid. You got involved when you didn't need to get involved, and that's all the court sees. They don't care about that shit. They don't believe men can be afraid, which is stupid. It's real stupid when you look at like the Colorado court when they tried to take President Trump off the ballots, and then they had all those problems because they were saying that MAGA was calling in threatening the people that work at the courthouse. I bet some of those people were men. And then all of a sudden it's okay for men to be afraid. But if you're the person in court, they don't believe a man can be afraid. What's up, Tin Man? Happy freedom. Ooh, you got a dentist visit today? I hope it goes smoothly. I hate going to the dentist. I need to go really bad. I need to go get my teeth cleaned. I haven't done that in 10 years, and I need to go get it done. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I hate going to the dentist. Be safe out there, hair juicer. Go see, I go on the 20th. You got to go to the dentist. I hope it goes smoothly. I hate going up in there. Mr. Binu, what if a woman stomped a crackhead? They'd be fine. They'd be fine. Last time I went to jail, there was 1 cell for females and 30 cells for males. And the females, they got popcorn on Saturday. The COs would make them popcorn. We all got to smell popcorn. No, we can't get any. But the females, they get free popcorn and shit. They get to wear their own shoes. We got to wear Bob Barker's. Got to wear the slippers and stuff. That's that woman privilege there. But, you know, whatever's whatever. Sappa, the liberal judges assume gender then. How rude. That's right. That's what I'd be saying if I was Daniel Penny. He might as well identify as a woman while he still can. Shit. He's like, if I'm going in for 10 years over this bullshit, at least send me to the women's prison. Stupid. I don't think he'll do that, but I'm just saying, it's just to be funny. What a world we live in. Energy Woman, I feel terrible for all involved in any type of conflict. What wasted potential of all involved for the Daniel Penny trial. Yeah, Energy Woman. Well, and that's what sucks. They were all doing something. They were on the way to somewhere. They were on a subway car, right? They were traveling. They were doing something. Then this asshole stepped in, put everybody in potential danger, at least was verbally telling everyone that they were all in danger. And now now this happened. It didn't have to happen. The crackhead could have stayed outside of the damn subway. But no, feel bad for the crackhead. I don't know. This is why I don't live in New York. This is stupid shit right here. Zupia, one of the other guys, got his charges dropped for cooperating and testifying against Daniel Penny. Interesting. Thank you for letting me know, Zupia. Jeez. How do you even do that? They're like, just make up something. Just go up there and say that he mentioned to you that he's a diehard white supreme pizza. Just go up there and say that. Like, who knows? Who knows the kind of deal that he got? Tree herder, they used his glamour shots. I'm surprised they haven't said his curly hair is like cultural appropriation. Every time we cover Daniel Penny, somebody in the chat is always talking about like Rick James or Jerry Curl Juice and stuff like that. Daniel Penny's got those curls. They're going to get him on culture appropriation. What's up, Grind? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Darth Blaze? Appreciate you being here. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Dogs Against ATF? Appreciate you being here. Sage Pub, just like George Floyd, enough drugs in him to kill an elephant. Hostile and not obeying officers. Drugs killed him, not the cops. Yeah, and they proved all that, but they're not giving Derek Chauvin a retrial like he should get. See, and then with this one, they're saying that it doesn't matter how much K2 is in his body, he died from a chokehold. Yeah, well, in 6 months, are we going to have another report coming out saying, nah, it was actually the K2 that killed him? No, they actually found fentanyl in him. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how K2 is tested. I've never done synthetic drugs like that, so I don't even know. Can you die from K2? Does anybody even know that? I know you can't die from weed unless you have like a pound dropped on your head or something. That's about the only way you're going to die from weed. Vision, save Penny, donate to Give, Send, Go. Does he have? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he has links and stuff. Snugs, please always keep the adorable, cute little gap. Oh, I don't have that kind of dentist appointment coming. It's gonna be like $25,000 to get my teeth crowned and all that stuff. But I'm not worried about that until I have to worry about that. Once this front tooth breaks all the way off, that's when I got to worry about gold teeth. Until then, I just need to get it clean, and I think that's like $300. I might drive south. It's literally so expensive in Michigan to do dental work. It might be worth a trip to Florida or like Alabama, Louisiana or something. I get all my teeth crowned in Louisiana for like $4,000. But in Michigan, it's $25,000 for the same procedure because it's fucking stupid up here. I don't know why it's like that. Here, Juicer, I love getting my teeth cleaned at the dentist. It's like getting an itch scratched. Not me. I hate it. They give you that shot in the mouth or whatever, right in your jaw to numb your stuff. And I got shallow nerves because I got the world's worst luck. So when they give me a shot, it sends lightning through my whole face and all the way down like the sides of my body. Like it lights my arms up and stuff. So when they do it, I grip the fuck out of the chair and it scares them. It scares them, but they're holding a syringe in my mouth. I hate the whole experience. I told you guys, the only good experience about it, and it ain't even that great, is when the women plop your head back, right? You lay back, and then they scoot forward and just plug your head right between their tits. And then they're working on you, and you got boobs like earmuffs. You can't tell what's going on because you're just wrapped in titties. So, I mean, that's okay. They're 70-year-old titties, but boobs. At least they're attached to a woman. Anyways, moving forward here. This next one's titled, Democrats Accused of Counting Illegal Votes in Contested Senate Race. Now, of course, this is Pennsylvania. Of course it is. Since election night, they've been coming up with excuses for why they're counting votes and this, that, and the other. And like I said last Thursday or Friday or whenever, we covered a video of these individuals in Pennsylvania where this woman admitted the Supreme Court ruled that they are not allowed to count those ballots that were produced by illegals. Illegals had self-identified as non-citizens on the ballots. The ballots got pulled. Supreme Court ruled they cannot be counted. Those are non-citizens. And the board of whoever these people are, the woman says, well, there's no consequences to breaking the law. We know how the country goes. So I'm going to vote to count the illegal ballots. And so now they're going to do that. They're going to count these illegal ballots. But everybody knows it's cheating. There's like 5 states still counting bullshit right now. They're all fucking cheating. Anyways, let's get into this. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble.
All right, over in Pennsylvania, counties there have until Wednesday to begin the recount for Pennsylvania's Senate seat as Bob Casey still refuses to concede the race to Senator-elect Dave McCormick. This as Utah Senator Mike Lee says, quote, if Bob Casey doesn't concede, Pennsylvania keeps counting illegal votes and Casey relies on those votes to claim victory. The Senate could refuse to seat him. Mark Harris is the McCormick campaign's lead strategist, and he joins me now. Mark, good morning to you. So I want to get to Senator Lee's comments in just a moment. But first, this recount is happening. So are there any concerns when it comes to the outcome of this recount from the McCormick camp?
Well, look, we are concerned about what some of the counties are engaging in, which is clearly an effort to help Bob Casey. There's Bucks County, Montgomery County, who are involved in the unlawful acts of counting unlawful ballots. So yes, we are concerned about that aspect, but ultimately we're up tens of thousands of votes. Dave McCormick is the senator-elect. We're going to come through the recount in the lead. We are going to win. But, it's quite frankly unconscionable that these counties are engaging in this behavior. And so that's why we've been very clear from the beginning about holding them accountable. Our legal teams, the RNC, the NRSC, we're going to hold all these counties accountable for their actions because these election officials need to follow the law.
Okay.
The Supreme Court in Pennsylvania, which is, by the way, controlled by Democrats, has laid out what the law is. We're just asking these counties to follow it. And unfortunately, 2 and possibly more counties have decided they aren't going to do that. And so we're going to fight to hold them accountable every day.
I hear your words. And what you're referring to, several Democrat officials have admitted to counting ballots that the Pennsylvania Supreme Court said should not be counted because they are lacking dates or signatures. And here is one quote that really stands out. Take a listen to this. This is the Bucks County Commissioner on what she plans to do with this recount effort. Watch this.
I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, and people violate laws anytime they want. So for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention to it.
Okay, so first of all, would love to get your reaction to this woman admitting to the fact that she could be breaking the law here by counting these votes. And also, more technical question, when it comes to the recount effort, will these ballots that the Pennsylvania Supreme Court said shouldn't be counted, will they ultimately count in the final totals in the recall?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, one, as you said, clear violation of the law. She admits it on camera. I mean, there's going to be accountability and repercussions for this. We're in court right now over it, and we expect to hear. Ultimately, these ballots will not count. We have full confidence that the court system is going to intervene here and stop these counties that have clearly gone rogue. You have 62, 63 counties doing it the right way. We have a handful of counties, all controlled by Democrats, doing it the wrong way. And we're going to hold them accountable. But ultimately, that's why Dave McCormick is going to win. We have a big enough lead that these shenanigans ultimately aren't going to matter. But we're going to hold them accountable and fight every day to make sure that Dave McCormick, who is the rightfully elected senator from Pennsylvania, gets to the U.S. Senate.
So you could say that the party of election integrity is not practicing what it preaches. Also, this recall is going to cost taxpayers $1 million, but we're going to be watching it. Mark, we got to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
Out there cheating. That's what those Democrats do. People should be pissed. Like, Americans need to get more serious about our elections and stuff. We need to start demanding real transparency. It's like, why is it like 2 weeks after the election, people are still counting stuff? Cheating. That's why. Because they're out there cheating. Well, at least whoever that guy is, that attorney or whatever, saying that they are going to hold those people accountable. I want to see it. I'm tired of hearing it. I want to see it. Now, I have high hopes for President Trump getting into office, but I'm so damn impatient. I don't know how many days we got left, 60-something days until President Trump's inauguration. Can't come soon enough. Either way, we got January 6th coming up first. That'll be our first hurdle to get through. We'll see if the liberals will throw an insurrection for us or not. Maybe. Maybe. But the 20th is going to be awesome. Get President Trump inaugurated. Get this mass deportation rolling. Hold cheaters accountable. We've got to make accountability great again. I'm looking forward to it. Next up, we got Everbloom Design in Memphis, Tennessee says that they refuse to do business with Trump supporters. I'm not exactly sure if this is discrimination or not. Obviously, they're discriminating against Trump supporters, but legally, it's kind of a gray area. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about those bastards cheating out in Pennsylvania. Zero, I didn't know the Senate could not allow someone to be seated. That's interesting. We'll see. People, I mean, there's stuff people can do, and then there's just stuff that people do. That they're just doing because there's no accountability, so we will see. Russell, but the illegal votes matter. They do in Pennsylvania, apparently. Hell yeah, air juicer, that's tough stuff. Not me. I got to get the numbing stuff to get fillings and stuff. I can't do it. I hate going to the dentist. Hate it so much. Breeze by you, obviously cheating. They act like they can do whatever they want. Yep, they do. I mean, the lady said it. The lady's like, yeah, doesn't matter what the Supreme Court says. and do what I want to do. Okay. All right. Somebody should knock the integrity out of her. Russell, you are Thor. Well, only when I'm at the dentist, though. I don't know. The damn lightning, I hate it. And that nitrous gas is nice, too. See, nitrous gas is another $300. Take your $300 teeth cleaning to a $600 bill just to get the gas. See, and that's what I mean. It's so damn expensive. I don't know who can afford to work on their teeth and own a Subaru at the same fucking time. Just saying. And now my cars make even worse noises. I'm so glad I spent $1,100 on that stupid shit. I don't know what to do about the car. Use my Lamborghinis, I guess. Snook's boob earmuffs. They're preferred. They're preferred. Way better than what you get at Walmart. I'm just saying. Zero cleaning is about $100 in Indiana. See, they tell you that here over the phone. They're like, oh, it's $100 to get your teeth clean. But then you get there and they're like, well, when's the last time you had an x-ray? And you're like, I don't know, last time I was here. They're like, okay, we got to do an x-ray. Okay, well, that's another $150, $200. And it's like, now your teeth cleaning is now $300 because they won't do one step without the next step done. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. I got a tooth on this side I went to get pulled, and 3 different times I've shown up to get it pulled, and every time they convince me they're going to save it, and they don't. They end up just breaking more teeth and stuff. And it's a lie that they tell you to keep the teeth in your head so you will keep coming back to get them worked on. They can't work on teeth you get extracted, and they keep tricking me. And now I'm bitter, and I got resentment towards all dentists at this point, and so now I go in there and it's just a shit show. It's just a total shit show. Zero, can you put a countdown clock in the front page or on the top of the banner? I could, but I'm not going to do that. I'll create a countdown page if you guys want. I don't want to stack stuff on the pages. It'll affect the whole website. It'll affect things in a negative way. But I can create a countdown page to the inauguration. Before you guys even knew the website existed, because I had it for a year before I told anybody about it, I originally put a countdown page for when that last strike we got on YouTube was going to end, because it was going to determine whether or not my whole channel was going to be deleted on YouTube. But none of you guys were able to see that because you didn't know the website existed. So I'll put together a countdown clock, and that way we can all keep track of how many days until the inauguration. What's up, Pumpkin? Happy Freedom. Paul, in Arizona, many people go to Mexico for dental. People go to Mexico from here. It's like $50 a crown or something like that. It's $1,800 a crown here. So yeah, there's a lot of people. When I worked in the factory, there was a woman I worked with, and she had all gold teeth on the left side. She had to have all those teeth replaced. I don't know what happened to her, but everybody knew her by her gold teeth. And be like, hey, you know so-and-so? And they're like, you mean the woman with the gold teeth? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know her, blah, blah. And she was a real good worker and all of that. And one day I asked her, we were eating lunch or whatever, I was like, how come you got gold teeth? And she thought I was being shitty to her because that's how people are around here. And I was like, no, I'm genuinely curious. And she said she went to Texas, and you walk through a storefront, and as you pass through the store, beyond the halfway point, you're now in Mexico. So when you walk out the back door of the store, you're now in Mexico. And she said that they do it every year. They go there, they go through the store, they come out the back, they're now in Mexico. They spend a weekend in Mexico. Nobody knows that they're there. They get their teeth done. They buy all kinds of random stuff, tequila and stuff like that. And then they walk back through the store, and bam, they're back in America, and nobody knows any different. And then they drive back to Michigan. There's so many Texas plates in Michigan, and they're all either people going to and from Mexico through Texas, or people that are assisting border crossers and stuff like that. It's almost like 50-50 between Michigan plates and Texas plates where I live. It's crazy. What's up, D-Cat? Happy Freedom to you. Nana, I had 7 teeth pulled at one visit, and they still used all my insurance. Wow, Nana. Wow, 7 teeth. I've only had 1 pulled at a time, and I was a big baby about it. You're a trooper. What's up, Master Meatball? Happy Freedom to you. Master Meatball, you got a great dentist? That's awesome. MU, what is the big tent thing that they're putting up at the White House? I don't know. I haven't seen it. There was a big tent thing there over the last couple of years. I don't remember what their excuse was. We all thought it was the fake stage that they were using when Old Man Walter would come out and it looked like he was in like a schoolhouse or whatever, like a fake stage. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the White House in a while. What's up, Havana? Happy freedom. Giggling Spy, I prefer not to give my money to companies that hate America anyways. I agree. Every day is a day you get to vote with your dollars. Your doll hairs. Stoner recount. Yeah, that's what it is. Cheating. They're out there cheating. Hair juicer tamale spots closed on Mondays. Fuck. Ah, man, that sucks. Usually they're closed on Sundays. What's up, Pag? Happy freedom. It's cheaper to have plastic surgery in Turkey. I know lots of folks that have gone and been very successful. Well, I don't have intentions for plastic surgery, but you know, we shouldn't have to leave the damn country to get things we want. We live in the greatest country in the world, and we gotta leave the country to go get things. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know if I could go to Turkey. I know I can't go to Australia. I can't go to the UK. I can't go to Canada. I don't think I can go to Ireland. I'm trying to think. There's a few places I can't go because they're just too soft. I don't have any felonies. My whole life they lied to me. They were like, don't get a felony, you can't leave the country. I don't have felonies, I can leave the country. It's just most countries won't take me. I'm considered a violent offender. Like, I ain't that bad. You guys are just soft. Mike, got my teeth cleaned for $45 in Indiana. Holy shit, I might drive to Indiana. I think I could drive to Indiana, get cleaning done for $45 and drive back, and it would still cost less than get my teeth cleaned where I live right now. What's up, Mike? Happy freedom. Fish. Big Teeth Pharma is going down. I hope so. We gotta make dentistry affordable again. What's up, Wayne? Happy freedom. Feel the same way about going to the dentist? Yeah, I've never gone to the dentist and had a good time. Blue Crow, they started watching football players dance again in the Trump dance psyop. Yep. What's up, Teasel? Happy freedom to you. Snooks, I think they're working on the stands for the inauguration. Oh, that could be. We'll see. I will try and... I wonder if Penguin 6... He's probably got videos and stuff out. He's always hanging out near the White House. I'll take a look at his stuff and see if I can figure out anything going on with the White House after the live. Let's see, where are we at? Oh, yes, liberals claiming that they're not going to do service with Trump supporters. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. If you would like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. So let's get into this here. Again, I don't know if this is discrimination or not. Even Google doesn't know. It's titled Everbloom Design in Memphis, Tennessee says that they refuse to do business with Trump supporters. I'm kind of pissed about this because I didn't know you could do this. Otherwise, we could have banned liberals from grocery stores and stuff. How are you going to eat? We don't serve liberals here. Nobody knows if that's discrimination. We missed our fucking chance, guys. That's what I'm telling you. Anyways, let's get into this. This is liberals being liberals.
I won't do business with people who support the president-elect. And it is because I need to create a safe place for me, my staff, and my family.
So when I grabbed this video, I will tell you the comments were full of people talking about the glasses. Apparently the glasses are like a huge giveaway. I don't know if this is like part of the liberal package or what, but they all have big stupid glasses hanging off their face. I didn't really notice it until I seen so many people talking about it, and now I'm kind of picking it up. It's like when you buy a new car and you're like the only person that drives that car, and now all of a sudden you see those cars everywhere. That's what I'm kind of getting off of this. I didn't realize they had big dumb glasses until people started pointing it out, and this comment section is full of that. Either way, I think that's discrimination. Obviously, they're discriminating, but I mean in a legal way. That feels like discrimination, but there's no laws that specify that as legal discrimination. I don't know. Again, I think it's really crazy that we have this video coming up where there's Fed boys marching around with swastika flags. White House immediately has something to say about that. What about the liberals denying Trump supporters service? Threatening Trump supporters? Threatening President Trump? Why doesn't the White House have anything to say about that? Because they're all in on it. They're all lunatic bastards. Next up, we got the video I am referencing. White House condemns neo-Nazis march through Short North. Now, I don't know where Short North is. It's somewhere here in America. We're going to hop right into this video because that last one was so short. Again, this is the White House responding to Nazis, so-called Nazis, marching down someplace here in America.
We are following some new information now at noon. Within the last 2 hours, the Biden administration sent a response to the neo-Nazi march that took place in Columbus on Saturday. A White House spokesperson sent a statement to us calling the march sickening. The statement goes on to read in part, quote, "Hate directed against any of us is a threat to every single one of us. This sickening display comes during a tragic rise in anti-Semitic rhetoric and violence that is a crisis the American people should all come together against." And again, that is part of a quote from the White House. Take a look at the images that are coming into our newsroom. It shows that group of swastika-toting men marching through the Short North on Saturday. The group can be seen with the masks over their faces while yelling racial slurs. It happened while another group was gathered for an event meant to combat racism in North Columbus. The Columbus Division of Police is saying there were no arrests out of the incident. Police did investigate a report of a group committing an assault and detained the individuals, but determined that that assault never took place.
Again, the White House wastes no time to put a message out about that, and the message is an attack on one of us is an attack on all of us, unless it's a liberal threatening Trump supporters, President Trump, or denying service to Trump supporters. Then that's just an attack on us, and oh fucking well. I can't wait for President Trump to get home. I can't wait. I'm so tired of this stupid shit. So tired of how one-sided everything is. Obviously, those are Fed boys. Obviously. I don't think real white supreme pizzas would march down the street that openly with so few numbers. They know people would come wreck them. They would. Only Fed boys would go out there and do something stupid like that. And they always want to try and tie that kind of bullshit to MAGA. MAGA don't cover their faces, though. That could be Antifa. If it ain't Fed boys, it's probably Antifa. Either way, it's just people stirring the pot. They're not doing anything. Where's the money? Where are they getting their money from? What's their online presence look like? Where do they all gather? How come they don't do this regularly? You can find all that stuff about BLM or the pro-Hamas protesters. You can't find that on any of the Nazis they're always showing. Weird. Patriot Front's like that too. Can't really find any information on it because it's all Fed boys. It's all Fed boys. Just like Antifa.com takes you back to the White House. It's all Fed boys. It's all bullshit. And again, the White House, real quick to make a response to that video. They don't have anything to say about the liberals threatening all of us as well as President Trump. Next up, we got Boston Mayor Michelle Wu says she will not cooperate with deportations and will protect the illegals in her city. We'll be getting onto that treason next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about these Nazis and their swastikas. President Trump kills me with that. He's like, they were spray painting swastikas all over the White House. I love that. I'll never be able to forget that. You styling, Sam. Styling. Not gay at all. Breeze by you, the Nazis are feds. Look at them. Columbus is Ohio, about an hour from me. Oh, I know where Columbus is, but in the title they just say Short North. I'm like, where the hell is Short North? Where's Tall North at? Snooks, the tent at the White House is for the inauguration for Trump. They started a month early and also putting up more temporary fencing. Thank you for letting me know, Snooks. And RFK Jr. wants to remove Big Pharma ads from network television. That'd be awesome. I can't wait for the administration to become active. It's going to be awesome. Breeze by you. Oh my, she needs a safe space. I'm so tired of that crap. Yep. Soft and stupid people out there. Hair juicer, fed. Yeah, they're absolutely fed boys. People who are like white supreme pizzas, they're proud of it. They're proud of it. They don't hide their faces and stuff. Look at BLM. They're proud of it, right? They are proud of what they're doing. They don't hide their faces like that. That's how you know they're fed boys. Zero, I bet they don't get charged with parading. They got to be trespassed first. If they were hit with trespassing or something like that, like say they vandalized somewhere and they were charged with it and then came back to the area, then they could get parading. But because they're just walking down the street, they didn't give them anything. Here, juicer, fuck it, I'm going to the taco spot where they tried to kill me with tequila. I mean, it's only Monday, but yeah, I'd be there too. I'd be there too if I lived nearby. I'd be meeting you right after the live. MU, she should be protecting them with her home, but she won't. You're right, MU. You are right. If that mayor feels so strongly about opposing President Trump and wants to protect illegals in the country, she should let them go live with her. Master Meatball, I bet it was a bunch of anti-Trump people just wanting to make MAGA look bad. Definitely could be. It could be. What's up, Fitzy? Happy freedom. Paul, drug ads on TV is just stupid. I agree. I was watching what was it? I was just watching something on Tubi. I can't remember what it was now. Either way, it was a Subaru ad and then a Big Pharma ad and then something else that was actually relevant and I can't remember. I was watching Joe Dirt. That's what it was. I was watching Joe Dirt and it was a Subaru ad, a Big Pharma ad, David Spade playing in a Sierra ad, which was interesting because David Spade was in the movie and then in the ads, which was, like I said, very interesting. And then another Big Pharma ad. And I'm like, damn, because I'm not used to seeing ads. I use Brave browser, so I don't see ads at all anywhere in anything I do. And then I watch it on the TV when I'm not sitting here at the space station. And I'm seeing all these ads for all these pills, for all these damn problems, shingles and everything else. I'm like, holy shit. I never worry about that stuff. And now they're just like, you need medicine. You need medicine for everything. I'm like, no, not me. You sell that to somebody else. I don't need that. I don't know why they do that. Do people watch those ads and go, holy shit, we need to run to Walmart and go get this in case we get shingles? I mean, I know people are soft and stupid, but does that work? Because otherwise, I don't know what those ads are for. It's just nonsense. Bunch of nonsense. They got a ton of that on Twitch. When the jab was the new thing, every ad you saw was some pregnant woman talking about how she's getting the jab. And it was to save the baby and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. It's not good. It's nice not having Twitch around. What's up, Dutton? Happy freedom. Too old to care, dressed in leotards. Yeah, they're in their skinny jeans. You ain't never seen Nazis in skinny jeans? Come on, man. Trump girls, skinny ass Antifa boys. Yep, they just survive off meth and hot pockets. Tree herder, they look the same as weak Antifa kids. They do. Pumpkin a psyop, yeah. Yep, they always bring these Nazis out. making claims and whatnot. They do the same thing with the Satan worshipers. They don't even worship Satan. They don't even believe in God. They're Democrats and they're activists. But they put up like goats and stuff like that to try and portray like Satan worshiping and all of that to piss off Christians and MAGA and whatever. But if you actually go to their website that we've done on the live before, it says right on there that they're supporting killing babies and that's what they raise money for, and they don't actually believe in Satan, and they don't believe in God, and they don't, like, they're just Democrats. They just got weird branding to try and stir the pot. Sage Pop, do you feel tired at night? Do you get hungry sometimes? There's a pill that may be right for you. That's right, Sage Pop. That's exactly how it goes. And I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Like, you guys know how I am. I got a bad stomach, so I don't be taking... If I don't feel good, I drink water and I go to sleep. That's what I do. That's my cure-all right there. But they're trying to sell a pill for every problem. Steve S. Drug ads are, what can I talk? Liberal money laundering. Most liberal stations would have no advertisers and be forced to shut down if not for drug ads. Yeah, that makes sense because liberals are miserable people that hate everything. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Explosion. Funny stuff is, if they believed in Satan, that means there has to be a God. Yeah, and that's why they say that they don't believe in either. They just pretend to worship Satan to piss other people off. It's so the liberals are so weird, like we covered that one. Actually, no, I don't know if we did. Now that I think about it, I can't remember if we pulled up the picture, if we were in the voice chat. Either way, I'm sure you guys have seen it. There's a viral tattoo where some liberal got on the side says like, President Trump is not my president. Well, apparently he is. You tattooed it on your body, you fucking idiot. Like, could you imagine like being so mad at somebody else that you tattooed their name on your body out of hate because you hate them so much? That's like the memes that are going around saying the liberals that are shaving their head and refusing to have sex. Everybody else is like, thank God. Thank God. Thanks for uglifying yourself and no longer breeding. That's great. Fantastic news. What's up, Nefties? Happy freedom. Hair Juicer, you should watch Swiss Army Man. I'm gonna finish it when I get home. What is it on? I've never even heard of that. Swiss Army Man. I wonder if they got it on Tubi. I've been just watching a lot of Tubi lately. They got good movies on there. It's free. I'll check it out here, Juicer. I just pulled up a tab so I can look for it. What the hell is this, Breeze by You? I thought it was Harry Potter. Now I'm not sure what the hell I'm looking at. Zero, I hate the pharma ads. They used to be illegal. Interesting. I didn't know they used to be illegal. What's up, Nefties, if I can get you? The only ads I've ever heard of being illegal was smoking ads. I remember when I was young, I used to see ads for smoking Reds and smoking Camels and stuff like that. And then I guess it became illegal, but I don't know. I was really young when that happened. What's up, Peyton? Happy freedom. Energy Woman, it was illegal to advertise big pharma stuff until Clinton was in. Interesting. Clinton he must have some money. Well, probably not him, but Hillary's probably got some money invested in big pharma. I think everybody on Capitol Hill does. That's why they push that nonsense, and that's why they got so excited when the plague was out here doing what it does. We'll get into this next video here. This is a short one. We might run these back to back. This first one's titled, Boston Mayor Michelle Wu says she will not cooperate with deportations and will protect the illegals in her city. Now, there is no mention of her moving them into her house, but that was a really good suggestion. If they're going to protect them, do it from inside your own home. Either way, let's get this rolling. And don't forget, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble.
What will Boston's response be if these mass deportations take place?
Yeah, look, elections have consequences, and the federal government is responsible for a certain set of actions, and cities, no individual city can reverse or override some parts of that. But what we can do is make sure that we are doing our part to protect our residents in every possible way, that we are not cooperating with those efforts that actually threaten the safety of everyone by causing widespread fear and having large-scale economic impact.
What will Boston's response be?
Okay, well, she's saying that she's going to stand against President Trump. She's not worried about it. Her and the rest of the Democrats that are forming a group called Safeguard Democracy, it's a gang. Basically, it's a gang of people who want to practice treason. Anyways, we're going to get right into this video. This is Vivek Ramaswamy saying entire federal agencies will be deleted. We'll hop into this and then we'll read through the chat afterwards.
Are you expecting to close down entire agencies like President Trump has talked about, the Department of Education, for example? Are you going to be closing down departments?
We expect mass reductions. We expect certain agencies to be deleted outright. We expect mass reductions in force in areas of the federal government that are bloated. We expect massive cuts among federal contractors and others who are overbilling the federal government. So yes, we expect all of the above. And I think people will be surprised by, I think, how quickly we're able to move with some of those changes, given the legal backdrop the Supreme Court has given us.
Are you expecting to close?
All right, Vivek ran that salami, saying they're going to delete entire agencies. Well, that is very exciting. We got elected officials claiming that they're going to stand against the president and they're going to protect illegals. And then we got Vivek and Elon who are just going to wipe out whole groups of feds that too much government. We have too much government and they're going to clean that up. Can't wait. Next up, we have President Trump picks Brandon Carr for FCC chair. It's just an update on some new people he has chosen for his cabinet. Again, I don't know who this person is, and I don't know what the FCC is or does, but it's an update regardless. Now, before we get into that, we're going to read through the chat really quick and see what you hooligans think about those last two videos. Breeze by you, yes, close down all of them. Absolutely. Thank you for finding that, Snooks. I'll check it out in a second. Russell, when I was a kid, my brother was in med school. He doctored me up a lot. He's a gyno now. Oh, is he? I just play one on TV. Must be something to be the real deal. If I was a gyno and I came to Thanksgiving dinner, I would just be like, what's up, family? Like, you wouldn't be able to take me anywhere. I'd constantly be making jokes like that. I'd probably lose my license. They'd be like, nah, he was out and about being funny, talking about hoo-has and stuff. When your hoo-ha smells funny, it's just a ha-ha. Anyways. Zero from AI, the FDA allowed pharmaceutical companies to advertise directly to consumers on TV in 1997. I was 8 years old. That's why I don't remember. Well, that's my excuse anyways. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, Nefties. I hope everything turns out. Snooks, I just signed in to Tubi on YouTube. I need to find time to watch. I don't know what that is, Snooks. Tubi is its own website. If it's on YouTube, I wouldn't trust it. Tubi is its own thing. It's not, I mean, it might be on YouTube, but that's not what we're referencing. Sam, doctors practice medicine, but I don't want them practicing on me, just saying. Yeah, Sam, I'm the same way. Like I talk about all the time, I can't stand when they come in, they're Googling stuff. Like, you think I didn't do that before I got here? I'm going home. That's why I lie to them. That's why I give them fake names and stuff. Fuck those people. Now, I don't recommend doing what I do, but I'm just saying. They can eat shit. They never fix me. They never know what's going on. And until they do, they get fake names. Fake everything. I'm just giving them fake everything. What are they going to do? Nothing. They ain't going to do anything. Holy hair juicer. Dang, that looks so good. So jealous. So everybody's going to be jealous. Look at Hair Juicer getting it. Damn, you got to drink a margarita for me, but I want a strawberry one. I want it blended like... see, you got yours on the rocks. I want mine blended, and I want salt on the rim. Mm-hmm. What's up, Cassie J? Happy Freedom. Sam. Damn, son, for real. Mm-hmm. I love that. Zero FCC is Federal Communication Commission. They regulate the airwaves. Interesting. Thanks for finding that, Zero. Paul, doctors watching YouTube tutorials like, oh, damn. Yeah, no, I don't want any part of that. Sawdog, don't feed me. I'll never leave. Yeah, I'm like that too. Oh, man, I forgot. I'm going to tell you guys about what happened to Klaus Daniels. So Klaus jumps out the litter box, starts bashing his rear end all over the floor. Disgusting. I'm yelling. Mad. Gotta clean it up. Don't want him running through the house. Somehow this cat ate a leaf or a stick or I don't know what it was. Something that got tracked into the house. He had to have a stick removed from his rear end because he couldn't pass it. I've never had to do that before. Never knew I would have to do that when I got Klaus. I almost took him back to the trailer park where I found him. Never did I ever think I would have to do that. And it just kept making me think of Hair Juicer's poodle story, and it's just, I don't know. It's rough stuff, so if you see Klaus and he's looking a little timid and stuff, just know there's reasons. There's reasons why he's a little timid right now. Just reading through. Tool to care. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Sophia, no, you got to do sugar on the rim with the strawberry. I've never had a margarita with sugar. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. The strawberry solution they put in a solution. Jesus, that sounds terrible. The strawberry margarita mix that they add in is pretty sweet. I don't know. Next time I get a margarita, I'll get sugar on it just because you suggested it. It's probably going to be fantastic. Tree herder, I pulled a bread bag out of my Boston. Well, see, that's why I got a cat, though. I thought that I'd be fine. I didn't know I was going to have to do things like that. Nana, poor Klaus. Yeah. Yeah. I just, it was Klaus on a stick. For real. Like, I didn't know. It's rough stuff. It's rough stuff. Now I got to be more aware of things getting tracked in the house because Klaus on a stick was not going well. Jeb, poor cat. Probably what it's like dating Pinocchio. I'm glad that he don't know what we're saying because he'd be pissed right now. He's like, Dad, I don't need you telling everybody. You tell everybody I had a stick in my butt. Mm-hmm. What's up, Jack? Happy Freedom. Jack, I've had to pull string out of my dog a couple times. I'm glad I'm not alone. It's a cat. You know, he's not supposed to have these problems. Pumpkin, yes, when you have pets, you must be prepared for such as that. I've owned 5 or 6 cats. Never had to pull a stick out of them before. Ever. Never, ever. It was a Klaus kebab. He's not having a good day today. We'll just say that. He's having a personal day. Teasel, my dog had a stick stuck in the roof of its mouth. If your dog has awful breath, check the roof of the mouth. That's crazy, Teasel. Yeah, I've seen dogs get into all kinds of stuff. I've seen dogs with porcupine quills in the roof of their mouth and stuff. That's rough stuff, but never thought I'd pull a stick out of a cat. Like, I didn't even win anything. Yeah, stupid. I successfully retrieved it and didn't even get a thank you. I'm just saying. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. He's a little loose right now, but he'll be okay. Anyways, moving forward, next up we have Trump picks Brandon Carr for the FCC chair. Now, before we get into this, I want to remind you guys really quick. If you hooligans have children in your life, I want you to check out these books titled A Dog Named Cappy. A Dog Named Cappy comes in a rhyming book, but you can also get it in a Christmas activity and coloring book for kids that enjoy using crayons and markers and being creative. A Dog Named Cappy rhyming book is available in paperback, but you can also get it on Kindle. You can get this or the Christmas activity and coloring book available on Amazon. If you hooligans do purchase these books, please leave reviews on Amazon and then also follow them on their Facebook page in order to stay up to date with new books coming out as well as helping them grow. Cappy is a real dog who lives here in Michigan with the illustrator's grandmother, and it would really mean a lot to them if you hooligans would go check out their books. So let me grab these links really quick. We're going to post them in the chat so you guys can go check out these cool books. This first one here is to get the rhyming book in paperback. Then this next link here is to get it on Kindle if you prefer the digital version. Wham. This link is for the, if I could grab it, this is what she said. There you go. This is for the Christmas coloring and activity book that I think is good for all ages. Yeah, hair juicer, I know. The schedule is as it is, though. I gotta stick to it. Either way, that link right there is for the Facebook page, so definitely go follow them on Facebook. Like I said, help them grow, and that way you can stay up to date with new books coming out. As I've shown you guys before, I was sent paperback versions of both books. This is the rhyming book. It's really awesome. We were going to read it on the voice chat, and we got sidetracked, but definitely go check it out. Good for kids. And then this is the Christmas coloring and activity book. Lots of fun stuff inside. I know you can't see it because I sit in front of the sun while I work, but good stuff. Definitely go check it out. Like I said, we're going to get into this video here. President Trump's newest pick. President Trump has picked Brandon Carr for FCC chair. We're going to cover this really quick. It's about a minute long. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into this, but hit that thumbs up button over on Rumble.
Another name has been added to the cabinet. Trump has picked Brendan Carr to serve as chairman of the Federal Communications Commission. He's already one of the commissioners on the board that Trump says is a warrior for free speech who has fought against the regulations that have silenced and suppressed Americans' freedoms and held back the economy. Carr wrote, "We must dismantle the censorship cartel and restore free speech rights for everyday Americans." Trump also choosing oil and gas industry executive Chris Wright as his nominee to lead the Department of Energy. Wright is the CEO of Liberty Energy, a vocal defender of fossil fuel use, and described climate change activists as alarmists. To get Trump's cabinet nominees confirmed quickly, Speaker Johnson and Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullins said Congress could use a political maneuver called recess appointments to get positions filled sooner. Under the Constitution, the president can appoint government posts while lawmakers are adjourned. It is a maneuver that goes way back to Andrew Johnson in 1867 and used hundreds of times in the past with presidents including Bill Clinton, who made 139 recess appointments, and George W. Bush, who made 171.
All right. Well, like I said, I don't really know much about the position. I also don't know anything about Brandon Carr. But if President Trump chose him, I'm sure he's a winner of sorts. Time will tell. Especially after the 20th, once President Trump takes over the White House. I shouldn't word it like that with as soft and stupid as Democrats are, but either way. Next up, and we might just hop right into it. We might as well, right? This next one is Biden to let Ukraine use long-range missiles in order to hit inside of Russia. Like I said in the beginning, old man Walter, he's trying to just throw us right into World War III before President Trump takes over. Now, I do remember back in 2020, we were all worried about a war starting because during time of war, the president can't be transitioned out. They got to sit during the war or whatever. So there was a lot of speculation back in 2020 if we were going to get into a war or not as a way to prevent President Trump from taking over the White House. Now, I don't necessarily think that's what's going on in this situation, but things do seem to be amping up. So once again, this is Old Man Walter to let Ukraine use long-range missiles to hit inside Russia. I don't know what Klaus Daniels is doing. Either way, let's get this rolling.
In a big reversal, President Biden will now let Ukraine use long-range missiles supplied by the U.S. to hit inside Russia. Until now, the president had resisted this position, concerned it could escalate Russia's war in Ukraine into something even larger. Kelly O'Donnell is traveling with the president in Brazil. And Kelly, this move, coming as President Biden only has a couple months left in office, seems meant to send a message.
Exactly right, Hallie. Good evening. This is a notable shift in policy. Two U.S. officials tell NBC News the Biden administration is giving Ukraine the green light to use American-made long-range weapons for limited strikes inside Russia. Until now, President Biden had restricted the use of American-made weapons to the Ukrainian battlefield to prevent a wider war. But the president is also alarmed by North Korea sending thousands of its own soldiers to help Russia. And given the sensitivity of this change and military operations, the White House and the Pentagon are not commenting publicly on this. Hallie?
And Kelly, this is almost certain to come up where you are in South America as the president heads to the last international summit of his presidency.
That is right, but President Biden became the first sitting president today to tour the Amazon rainforest here in Brazil, so making a little history before he joins the other leaders of the G20 summit, where they will be focused on the stability of relations with allies and the U.S., including support for Ukraine. That, of course, before President-elect Trump returns to office. Hallie?
Thanks for watching. Stay up.
Yes, so I don't know if you saw Klaus Daniels came and visited for a moment there. He's all right. He's all right. Like I say, he's a little loose, but that's okay. Doing fine. Old Man Walter just was like, hey, all right, we're on the way out, so just make sure you burn everything down before President Trump gets here. That way we can blame him. It'll be his fault. That's what it seems like is going on. Let me see where we are. Next up, we got single border crossers that will be released onto the streets. These people will have nothing. Get ready for home invasions, thefts, and unspeakable crimes. Talking about in Chicago, they're closing border crosser shelters because they don't have the money for it. And if you are a single border crosser, meaning you don't have you don't have a kid with you, then you're basically kicked out on the streets. Anybody that's considered a family will have a shelter to go to. New border crossers that have been in the country less than 30 days will have a place to go. Anybody else, they're just getting kicked out onto the street. And so desperate people do desperate things. I assume we're going to see an increase in border crosser crime. It's just whether or not the news will actually report on it. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about Old Man Walter allowing Ukraine to use long-range missiles while attacking Russia, as well as President Trump's new pick, Brandon Carr, for the FCC chair. Breeze by you, Klaus needs some lovin's after this ordeal. Yeah, I think I'm going to crack a can for him, give him some of that fancy feast. I've been resisting. He gets to be an asshole. I give him that fancy feast. He starts marching around the house and stuff like he pays the rent around here. And I don't know. But he's had a rough day, so he might get a little fancy feast later. Hey, thank you for being here, Annette. Hope dinner turns out awesome. Breeze by you, MAGA in the FCC is good. See, like, I don't know much about it. I might have to watch a video or something after the live, get more familiar with FCC. Russell, I have had dogs, and I've never had to remove a stick from their asses. Well, be thankful, Russell, because it's not a good time. I'm telling you, I know it sounds like a Diddy party, but it's not a good time. Not a good time at all. Your juicer, bad timing for Cappy. Yeah, everybody was. I should have tied it together. I should have been like, speaking of pulling a stick out of your animal, let's cover these books. It just, it's a gift. It's a gift. Stoner, a shot or two of Bailey's in his milk. He needs something. His poor little kitty kidneys probably wouldn't be able to handle it, but Yeah, he needs a little something. Like, if I caught him outside smoking a cigarette right now, I wouldn't even say anything. I'd just look the other way. I'd be like, I understand, bud. I understand. Cricket Kiss, what? Klaus ate a stick? He had, I don't know if it was like a small branch or what it was, because this happened a couple days ago where he had a leaf fragments in the litter box. And was like, what the hell is that? It's a plant material. Weird. Well, then the stick came out today. So, got to be a little bit more cautious with what I'm bringing into the house. Free the Texan. He's a cat. You're his pet. Yeah. Until the stick came. And then all of a sudden I was his doctor. I was a veterinarian for about 10 minutes there. Paul, hiring illegals needs to be a federal crime. I don't know how it's not a crime. Because when you hire people, you're supposed to be doing like W-2 paperwork and all that kind of stuff. You can't give a W-2 to an illegal. They don't have the necessary information. So then you're paying them under the table, which I'm pretty sure is tax evasion. So as far as I know, it is illegal to hire illegals. But tell that to Tyson, right? Tyson closed their factory, fired all their American employees, and then moved the factory to a new location, and then wants to only hire illegals as a way to provide them with better future opportunities. Or just breaking the law, like that's really what it is. Paul, Klaus Boy has been probed. Poor guy. Yeah. Deep South Jody, Biden can be pushed out even in a war. Someone told you a lie. That person's an idiot. No, we were talking about something specific, but like I said, it was 4 years ago. Jeb, when you've had enough of me, just yell, quiet in the back row. What are you doing, Jeb? You making people mad? Jeb, from stick up the cat directly into children's books. Quite the transition. Yeah, I didn't plan for it to be that way. The Klaus story wasn't supposed to be on the menu today. I just added that in because I'm nice. Yes. Mr. B. New, illegals don't pay taxes. How could they? Right. They're not able to. Tree herder, it probably had poop on it. There was poop everywhere. And I can't stand that stuff. Snooks, Klaus learned how to strut from you. I know, but he needs to tone his attitude down because his house is only big enough for one attitude that large. Priest Bay, I thought hiring illegals was a crime. As far as I know, it is. Master Meatball, I believe Tyson is owned by China. I wouldn't be surprised. Tyson is involved in everything. They're involved in all kinds of food. Most of the crap you see at Walmart is owned by Tyson when it comes to the food stuff. I'm trying to think who it was. I can't even think of his name right now. We had a hooligan that was like deep diving when we first covered the story about Tyson hiring illegals and firing Americans to do it. Sly Dog was the one that found a bunch of information on and found out that Tyson is tied to all kinds of food companies. What's up, XX5? Happy freedom to you. He should be getting impeached and no business poking the bear for more than 10 years. Yeah. Yep. I don't even know why he's in the Amazon. They can keep him. He can stay there if he likes it so much. Out there thinking he's Indiana Jones and whatnot. Hooligans Island, what happened to the escaped monkeys? I haven't heard any follow-up on that. All I heard was that Bill Gates owns the facility. The facility was testing for jabs for Mpox, and then the monkeys escaped. And then that's all I've heard. I haven't heard any follow-up to it. Teasel boycott Tyson, I guess. Well, yeah, we should, but it's difficult. It's difficult. Lone Wolf, you're worrying us about stems and plant material. I don't know what that is. Hopefully no plastic baggies came out. No. It's not that stuff. It's not that stuff. I'd be more upset with him. Cat's sleeping more than usual. Farting out, smelling like weed. Like, why your cat farts smell like weed? What's going on here? It's like, just wait till you pull the baggie out. Like, no. No. Anyways, moving forward, we're going to get into this next video here. Like I said, it is titled Single Border Crossers That Came Will Be Released Onto the Streets. And these people will have nothing, so get ready for home invasions, thefts, and unspeakable crimes. I can never remember this guy's name, but I can't stand him. He's the person that replaced Lori Lightfoot, and in some ways he's worse than her. Either way, let's get this rolling. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble.
The largest immigrant shelter is closing this Friday. I was there last week, and some residents say that they still have nowhere to go, especially since the new system only considers people who have been in Chicago only for 30 days. Any other plans for them? Any considerations?
Definitely there's considerations, more than just considerations. We're actually doing it. I'm going to have our Deputy Mayor, Beatrice Ponce de Leon, speak to that.
Thank you, Mayor. Everyone who's in the shelters right now that are closing, the families are being placed in other shelters, regardless of how long they've lived in the city or in the country. So those families should have another shelter option for families. This isn't the case for singles, and we talked about that before, that there will not be enough for all singles, but we are working with them to give them other resources. And the limit to people the limit on eligibility is for first-time shelter placements. So if you come to Chicago for the first time and you're a new arrival, you want a shelter placement, at this time we're only serving people who've been in the country 30 days or less, if there is a bed available. But that family should have access to a shelter. I'm happy to follow up with you if you'd like.
There's one other thing, thank you, Deputy Mayor, is that we are working with other cities around the region to help support this mission. And so we're grateful that our team has been working tirelessly with cities in the region to help support this mission. This has been fun. Thank you all very much for your time.
Well, we're going to see some more activity happening in Chicago, it sounds like. Like I keep saying, desperate people do desperate things. You're going to kick these illegals out who don't have anywhere to go. They've been living in that shelter, and they're not going to have food. They're not going to have options. They're just going to be there. And that means they're going to commit crime. That's how it's going to go. We're going to see something like that happen in New York as well, because New York is cutting off all their food vouchers, and I wonder if they'll start closing shelters as well. Either way, ICE is going to be cracking down on these assholes and deporting them, so it'll probably be easier to detect them if they're in jail. Another thing, I don't have a video for this, but there's word going around that the individual that killed Laken Riley, who's standing trial right now, we've been staying up to date with his trial. He's avoiding the death penalty, which is really crazy, but they're saying, and the reporter I saw post this is a part of News Nation, and they're saying that he's TDA, that Laken Riley's killer is Trende Aragua, and they're just now finding that out. And I don't know that it's going to change the trial at all, but TDA is now declared a foreign terrorist organization or whatever. And so, what do you got to do to get the death penalty? Like, shit. But we'll see. That was just something I saw before we went live. Next up, we got Trump confirms mass deportation plans and declares national emergency. It's coming up next, but first we're going to read through the chat and see what you hooligans think about Chicago pretty much kicking their border crossers out onto the street. Breeze by you. Well, maybe Chicago should have thought making themselves a sanctuary city, though. It is going to get so bad there, worse than it already is. The residents are not liking it, and it seems to be waking up. Yeah. Yep. And we'll see if they actually get arrested. They might just leave, because it's so cold that I don't know how they can stay. So I wonder if they're going to get free bus rides to California or Florida or somewhere where it's warmer than up here. I had to scrape my window this morning. It was so cold that I had to scrape all my windows on the car. Cricket Kiss releasing them before Trump takes office, allowing them to scatter by design to destroy America. Yep. All the blue states are doing it. All the blue states are trying to sabotage President Trump's upcoming policy. I know. How's your booty? Jeb, without Chicago, Illinois would be red. I think so too. Are you showing everyone your booty? Yeah. They said it's a nice booty. You're a good boy. You ain't got to flash the camera like that. They didn't pay the fee. Mm-hmm. It's a big stank. You good boy. Mm-hmm. All right, you got to go on. I'm doing the thing. Oh, I'm doing the thing. Yeah. Just lay that booty down. Pumpkin, this has been fun, he said. Yeah, I noticed that too near the end. He's like, yeah, this has been fun. We're talking about how we're going to unhouse a bunch of illegals into the city. It's been fun. It's been a good time. What's up, Hidu? Happy freedom. Chicago voted for it. Let them have it. I'm so beyond caring for leftist scum anymore. Yeah. They're getting what they voted for. What's up, abusive? Happy freedom. Mr. B New, shave it. Get a wig. Holy shit. Something. Gotta do something. Somebody was bent out of shape because when we were covering the last press briefing, I can't remember the guy's name. He's tall, skinny, white dude. Complaining about foreign problems and whatnot. I ain't talking about Captain Hot Dog Fingers. The one that's like all bald back here, but then he just kind of does all this comb over stuff. I said something about it and somebody got bent out of shape or whatever, but I don't get that. The whole comb over thing drives me nuts. Like, why would you want to walk around with that kind of insecurity? You look like shit, so why even do it? Just pretending that people don't see it? People do see it. It's like, I never will understand the little comb over thing. Just shave it off. Just shave it off. I don't know. It's like you got a booger in your nose. You ain't gonna do anything about it. You're just gonna walk around and just pretend that people don't see it coming in and out of your nose while you're breathing. They know. Go do something about it. Don't walk around hoping nobody sees your insecurities. Shit. You'll never be happy walking around like that. Just saying. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be mean to people. I'm trying to shake off that bullshit. Life is hard enough. Don't fake it, Hair juicer, fuck that. Don't let them leave Chicago. Hair juicer. Well, if the police do their damn job, they'll all be gathered up in jail. They can ride the same bus out of town, Stoner, get a powdered wig like a true patriot. That's right. Walk around with your nose in the air while you're doing it. Might as well. I'd be laughing my ass off if I seen people bring that back. President Trump gets in office and they stack that big wig on him. Mm-hmm. Strutting. Giggling Spy, comb over is not the best look, but that's how my dad wore his hair, so I don't hate on it. Well, I'm not trying to hate on it. I'm trying to push people out of their soft ass bubble, out of their safety blanket. That's like a lot of people wear hats. People tell me to wear hats all the time. They're like, oh, you're getting thin, you should wear a hat. Why? So I could be sitting here greasy faced and bald? I get hot wearing hats. I don't like wearing hats. I'm like, oh, well, you're going bald. What do you want me to do about that? Try to hide it? Pretend like that's not happening? I don't give a shit about that. I don't care at all. I don't care at all. Not even a little bit. I feel like it hurts your quality of life to sneak around with insecurities. Just get rid of them. Get rid of those insecurities. Fuck. What's up, Spirit Matter? Happy freedom. What's up, Lone Wolf? Happy freedom to you. Klaus Daniels. I'm going to put the stick back where I found it. You don't chill out. Mm-hmm. What's up, Mr. Coffee? What's up, Rhyme Time? Happy freedom. Teasel Battlefield Chi-Town. I don't know if it's going to go down like that. It might. What's up, Gloria? Happy freedom. Chris, WEF plan? Could be. Could be the WEF. Breeze by you, I agree. Just shave it off. The comb overs or laugh out loud. Yeah. Paul, Jeff needs a cowboy hat or a gambler. I have a cowboy hat. I got a Stetson. I'll wear it again. I was going to wear it for the election and I forgot. I got to write everything down. I forget so much stuff. Soner, I lost my hat. Some people like wearing hats. There's nothing wrong with it. But to feel like you have to, that sucks. That sucks ass. Like, oh no, I got to put my hat on or people won't like me. I don't think anybody should live like that. But you know, I say the same thing about women. I wish women could go outside without makeup and feel just as good as they do when they wear makeup. You shouldn't feel like, oh, I got to put 30 pounds of cancer-causing chemicals on my face or else the public won't like me. I hate that people feel that way. People should be happy in their own skin. Smelling like shit and everything, you know, I'm just saying. Anyways, let's get into this next one. This one you guys have been waiting for. It's titled, Trump Confirms Mass Deportation Plans and Declares National Emergency. All right, let's get this rolling. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and we do have some breaking news to share with you as President-elect Donald Trump taking to his social media platform, Truth Social, confirming that he will be preparing to declare a national emergency and plans to use military assets to reverse the Biden, quote, invasion through a mass deportation program. That was shared by conservative political activist Tom Fitton, and as you can see, Donald Trump saying true with 3 exclamation marks. Now, this comes as he was expected to take a number of executive actions on his first day as president to ramp up immigration enforcement and roll back some of Biden's legal entry programs, efforts that will be led by incoming border czar Tom Homan and other Republican immigration hardliners. That is according to 3 sources familiar with that matter, according to Reuters. Now, the executive actions would give federal immigration officers more latitude to arrest people with no criminal records, surge troops to the U.S.-Mexico border, and restart construction of the border wall. That is according to sources from Reuters. Now, Homan, who served as acting director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement under Trump, will bring an understanding of the U.S. immigration system after a 4-decade career that took him from the frontline Border Patrol agent to head of the agency that arrests and deports immigrants who have come into the U.S. undocumented. We continue to share that breaking news as we do learn, confirmed by President-elect Trump himself, that his administration will prepare to declare a national emergency and will use military assets to reverse the, quote, Biden invasion through a mass deportation program. Any new updates, of course, we will bring that to you right here on Live Now from Fox.
Well, there it is. President Trump going to declare a national state of emergency so he can have access to military help and all of that to get these damn border crossers out. And they're going to continue building the wall, which is pretty awesome. I think we kind of assume that, but I don't recall President Trump talking a whole lot about continuing on the wall. So good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about all the news we just covered. Next up, we got our 2 funny videos of the day. First one's titled, A Brain Might Help. And our official funny video of the day, once again, it was provided by Russell. It's Rodney Carrington, Titties and Beer. All of that's coming up next, but like I said, we're going to read through the chat really quick, see what you hooligans think about President Trump's plans for the national emergency so we can get these border crossers out of here. Breeze by you, the swamp is acting so crazy right now that we must be winning. I agree, but I worry about the tricks they have up their sleeves. These people are corrupt, they are nasty, and they're still counting votes. Russell, I have a knot head. I need hair. Well, hopefully you don't lose it then, you know. It's not that I want everybody walking around with the same haircut as me. I just want people to not feel insecure about stuff because it's like, I don't know, carrying that extra weight for no reason. Life is hard enough. Snooks, but Trump does a comb over. I don't think he'd look good with a shaved head. I don't think President Trump's going bald. Maybe he is, but I don't know. I think it's just this hairstyle. I don't think President Trump's trying to hide balding. Maybe he is, though. I don't know. I think President Trump looked badass with his head shaved. But he's fine just the way he is. Paul, imagine drones on the border. No one would pass. I agree. I've been looking at those. I think we talked about this on Saturday. It was either Friday or Saturday. Those self-destructing drones, I think that stuff's going to end up being war crime stuff. Because that stuff is crazy. You have basically something the size of a car seat fly up to you and then blow up. And then it could take out like a house. You could like level a house doing that. And then you look at the shows they do with drones. They look like 3D images and stuff. They put like 100 drones in the air and they all light up. And some places are even doing this instead of fireworks. Like for 4th of July, they're doing drone shows instead of fireworks shows. Now, put that in a military aspect where you launch 100 drones and they're all self-destructing and you just send them towards a location to just do what they do. I think that's going to end up being war crime stuff. I think that's going to end up getting banned because that's crazy. What they have the capability of doing right now is crazy. Told to care, Trump has had the same hairstyles since he was in his 20s. Yeah, and that's what's interesting about seeing Barron. Because we were seeing Barron so young, and we're gonna watch him grow into be a man, and so we'll see if he's like President Trump, if he's very much the same way as he grows up. Information Warlord, happy freedom to you. I know what you're saying, Jeff. Sometimes I'm embarrassed by my giant wiener. Yeah, Information Warlord, I know. My problem is when people step on it, It's like, hey, you got to show me a little respect here. Come on, watch your boots, bud. Stepping on it and stuff. I hear you. Yes. Kirk Allen, happy freedom to you. We elected him to do this and a lot more. Let's go. Absolutely. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Counting down the days to Inauguration Day. Like I said, I'll put together a page for counting down to the inauguration and stuff on the website, and that way we can stay up to date with it. Paul, we're funding the drones in Ukraine. It's not human, it's horrible. Yeah. Yep. There's so much footage on X of watching drones attack people, like now, stuff that's happening now. I don't know how you would get away from it. You have to go underground or something. Done. They did a drone show here for the 4th. It was neat. They played a lot of country songs and moved the drones around to illustrate the song. That's pretty cool, Dutton. I've noticed they've been playing music here during the 4th of July. They never used to. It used to just be fireworks. But now they play music during it, and I don't know that I like it better. I haven't seen a drone show yet, though. I've only seen videos of it. It seems like it'd be pretty neat. What's up, Simply Witchy? Happy freedom. Alistair. Oh, yeah. Happy freedom to you, Alistair. Tree Herder Japan did a show with 10,000 of them. That's crazy. Yeah, but see, like if they were attack drones, you'd be fucked. You couldn't get away from it. What's up, General Chaos? Happy freedom to you. General Chaos, whenever someone mentions my thinning hair, I remind them grass doesn't grow on busy streets. That's right, General Chaos. A lot of people bring it up on the live or whatever, but it bothers other people so much more than it bothers me. People are like, "Oh, you're getting thin up top." Like, what am I supposed to say back to that? It makes me think I'm supposed to say something shitty back, but through experience, I guess you're not. I guess people say that to you unknowing that you're gonna say something shitty back. I don't know. According to the responses I've gotten, that's all I can assume. Pumpkin, all right, I love national emergencies this time. Yep. Like I said in the beginning of the live, I'm not really worried about President Trump putting us in a state of emergency. It's just, it reminds me of 2020 when we got put in a state of emergency and all that bad stuff happened. Obviously, that's not the intentions with this state of emergency. It just gives President Trump more access to resources when it comes to deporting these illegals. And all the governors and mayors and stuff we've been covering for the last week or so, it's just one after the other announcing out loud that they're going to stand against President Trump's policies that are coming in. So for him to just say, okay, well, you do whatever you want, but we're going to do whatever we want too. Like, as long as we get illegals kicked out, that's all that matters to us. Paul, well, up there, I would need a wool hat and some earmuffs. Yeah, it does get cold. What's up, Extra Bill? Happy Freedom. Simply Witchy, my ex-husband was bald on top at 18, and my son was too. I have a buddy that's like that. We were in high school, and he had peppered hair. And by the time we got out of high school, he was losing all his hair on top. But I don't know. The stuff doesn't matter to me. It just makes me feel bad when I see people being insecure about it. I got another buddy who's really insecure about it. He's all shaved and stuff, but he has to wear a hat. Like, he won't even get out of the car or anything without a hat. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to do that. He's like, I just don't like the way I feel without it. And it's like, I wish that people didn't feel that way, because he's a badass. He'd break your arm in half and shit without thinking about it. He is a badass, worried about being bald, you know? And it's like, I wish that people didn't feel insecure about stuff. Life is hard enough on its own. Here, Juicer, we always play America, fuck yeah, during the fireworks show. Well, that's totally acceptable. Here, Juicer. Done. Is it Kira? Says I have to tell you hi for her. Well, happy freedom, Kira. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Done. I wear a hat to block the sunlight. Yeah. Yeah. Firefighter. I love the smell of napalm drones in the morning. Mm-hmm. So I can hear the Vietnam song playing in the back of my dome piece. Extra Bill, you are omnipresent, and I appreciate you. Vision, 60 years old with a mohawk. Styling. I could do a mohawk, but I get weird responses. I don't know. I wish people weren't so shallow. You change your hair and people change the way they treat you. You waste all that damn time in school learning to treat others equally, regardless of how they look, just to get out in the real world and realize, nope, you're being categorized and shit on every moment you're in the public eye. Like, just gotta find a way to live with it. Teasel, the boob muffs. Yeah, it's just hard to walk around with the boob muffs. It's fine during a dentist appointment, but you know, when you got shit to do, you gotta go drive around for a while. Can't take the boob muffs with you. But you get an old lady at the house, you know, you'd be fine. You always come home to the boob muffs. Snooks, just tell them you're too sexy for your hair. I guess, but I don't want dudes complimenting me and stuff. There's trolls that come in. I'm too sexy for my hair. They're like, yeah, baby. Like, you know what? You're getting banned. You're getting banned. Well, hooligans, we're going to get on to the funny stuff here because we've covered all the news for the day. Now, before we do, I want to remind you guys really quick, if you would like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use that Linktree link in order to send donations. You can do that by using PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee, or you can even send crypto. This first funny video of the day is titled, A Brain Might Help. And wait till you guys get to this official funny video. You're going to be dying. It is so good. All right, once again, this is titled, A Brain Might Help.
I used to believe everything I'd see on the news, but that's before I discovered a brain.
A brain is meant for everyday use. Those living with moderate to severe stupidity have seen immediate improvement in common sense with a brain.
I thought the government had my best interests at heart, and then a friend told me about a brain.
Talk to your doctor about what news sources you obey. A brain may also lower your desire to take life-altering advice from celebrities.
Getting lectured about my carbon footprint from people with 3 private jets used to make sense. But thanks to a brain, now I can think for myself every day.
Yes. Now, if we could just hand out brains to the liberals, we'd be good to go. All right, let's get into our official funny video of the day. It's longer than usual, and, well, that's what I told her. But it's a good one. It is a good one. Once again, hooligans, this was provided by Russell. This is Rodney Carrington, Titties and Beer.
Titties are really important. Titties make you quiet. Titties make you go, shh, there's some titties. You know why? Because all your hunting instincts kick in. Get down, there's some tits. Shut up, fucker, you're gonna scare them off. You start assessing the situation. You're like, all right, how can I get close to those? Possibly touch them, maybe lick them. And you realize you're in Sears with your family and it's probably not gonna happen. Titties and beer. Big old titties and beer. I thank God Almighty for titties and beer. Got titties and beer. Hunting 2-legged deer. Titties and beer. Thank God I ain't queer. Bring them out here. There's one thing that it lacks, and that's titties and beer. Titties and beer. Little titties and beer. I said great big titties in my beer. God, I love your big fat titties. Come here, honey. Who's your daddy? Bobby. That man is a deacon in his church. They don't know he does that. We wrote one for the girls. It goes, wieners and wine. Wieners and wine. Little wieners and wine. Aren't they fine? If you like a little wiener and wine, you can have some of mine. Little wieners are fun. I'll shove it into your bun. Bobby. And I'll watch the juice run. Bobby. Start to... Bob! Bobby!
Yes. If you don't like titties and beer, well, we got wieners and wine. Love it. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to drop this Linktree link to all of you guys really quick. We're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we will be wrapping things up. But we'll be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Here's the Linktree link where all of my links are listed. So if you would like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, would really appreciate it. All of your guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience a live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also will not have ads. We have a brand new live player over there, so it is ad free, which is good stuff. You'll also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. There's no fact checkers, crying liberals, stupid community guidelines, or any of that stupid shit. It's just the way that social media is supposed to be. You'll have access to our forums, which is to encourage open discussion. You'll have access to the arcade, which is full of games that adapt to your phone, and they are a lot of fun. You'll also have access to our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. They give you the ability to text each other, call each other, video call each other, group texting, group calling, group video calling, and more. You'll also be able to join us Fridays, 6 p.m. Eastern Time for our voice chat on the website, which is a lot of fun with lots of laughs. So like I said, definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the hooligans. I'm going to read through the chat really quick, see how you hooligans felt about today's coffee. Then we will be doing the pledge and wrapping things up. You guys are selling it right here. I'm trying to tell you guys. You're missing out. You don't have access to the website. You're missing out. Look at all these great gifts here. You could be watching boobies the whole time. I'm just saying. Anyways. Wieners and wine. See, this shit's gonna be stuck in my head. Tool to cure. Klaus is hanging his head in shame. You all right, buddy? You deep in thought? How's your butt? You doing okay? Poor Klaus booty. Nana. Oh, yes, you're right. Thank you for reminding me. Before we wrap things up, I want to give a huge shout out to Hair Juicer, first of all. Thank you so much, Hair Juicer, for sending me the Something About Mary special edition. I have never seen this, but I'm going to see if I can watch it tonight, see if I can get some time. Thank you, Hair Juicer. And then Nana sent me a little something here. I was struggling to open this package. You did a fantastic job, Nana, wrapping this up. I have not seen these yet, but I did get the packing peanuts out of the way. A little bit here. I don't want Klaus eating this. I had to be pulling this out of my cat tomorrow. Goodness. I don't want to hear that's what he said jokes. You cut that out. Let's see if I can open this really quick. Maybe. Nana was on it with the packaging. Do I got scissors around here? All right, we got bottle number 1. Super excited. It's the only thing these fat little fingers are good for. Well, that and keeping ladies happy. Anyways, this first one here is Bat's Brew, and it is green. And I think that means it's extra spicy. And then this one here is Panola Pepper Sauce Gourmet. Thank you so much, Nana. So what I think we're going to do, we're not going to try some right this second, but because Thanksgiving is coming up, and I like to do fun stuff for Thanksgiving because we will be live, we're not going to cover the news. Not unless something crazy happens. We're not covering the news on Thanksgiving because it ain't about doom and gloom, right? So I'm thinking when we do Thanksgiving special, we're either going to get some food together, which will be the first time I've ever eaten food live. That'll be a challenge to overcome. Or we're going to do some taste testing with some hot sauce here. But either way, we will involve the hot sauce. Thank you so much, Nana. And thank you so much, Hair Juicer, for sending me those gifts. You guys are the best. We're going to read through really quick before we get into our Pledge of Allegiance here. Nana, I'll definitely let you know. We're gonna do something special for Thanksgiving. Alistair, what are you waiting for? Do it. Yes. Just reading through the chat. What is Franks and beans? Why are you guys typing that in the chat? What is Franks and beans? Free the Texan, that's such a legendary clip. I agree. We were watching it Friday for our voice chat, and I think I was going to show it on Saturday, and I got sidetracked. Ghostly, you will find out. Yeah, we're going to find out all right. Usually the green sauce is muy caliente. Thank you, Tool to Care. Appreciate you being here. Happy Freedom, Melissa. Hot dogs and beans. Y'all be eating hot dogs and beans together? I don't think I've ever had that. Thank you, Zeus Boot. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Cube? Happy Freedom to you. Sage Pub. Franks are small hot dogs mixed with baked beans. I can't believe I've never had that, and all of you have. That's weird. I can't believe that. I've had baked beans with bacon. Have you guys had that? Is that not normal? You're making me question my whole like childhood there. Alistair, Anakin said, that's what he said before you said not to. That's so funny, Alistair. Yes, so good. I know you hooligans well. Russell Panola, I think that's what it says, right? Panola. I know my reading ain't the best, but I'm pretty sure that's what that says. Hooked on Phonics worked for me. Mm-hmm. Guess watch the movie, you'll know. Oh, I see. I see what's going on now. I appreciate you joining us, Guess I am sorry to hear about the things you're going through. That is some of the worst trouble to deal with. I know. Hopefully they get it all fixed. I don't want to say what happened out loud because they watch. That's the thing. Those kinds of people watch. And when you use certain words, they start attacking you. And I've found out the hard way. Elisa, beans and bacon is simple. Yeah, but it's good, though. It's good stuff. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate you being here. What's up, TDD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Cookie Monster? Happy freedom. We are so back. Love it. What's up, Richard? Happy freedom to you. Brandon Johnson. That's the person that replaced Lori Lightfoot. Richard. Snooks. Franks are hot dogs too. Frankfurters. I didn't know you guys were so knowledgeable about hot dogs. I don't know if I can say that out loud, MU. YouTube won't like it if I say that out loud. I know that. What's up, Oline? Happy freedom. All right, hooligans. It is that time once again. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, let's do the thing here. Let's get these beats going. We're going to read through one last time just to make sure no hooligans are left behind. But like I said, we will be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Also, there was no press briefing today, by the way. I kind of want to get a couple more lying and crying out of KJP before she's no longer at the podium, but there just wasn't anything today. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some crying from KJP. Thank you, Jeb. Appreciate you being here. Thank you, David from Oregon. Appreciate you, hooligans. Ghostly, Hooked on Phonics fucked me up. I spelled what is this? I don't even know what that is. Fontically? I don't know what that says. In English doesn't work that way. The Gov did experiments on me with that. I didn't go to language arts class. I went to phonics class. Yeah, Ghostly. I was in special ed for like 15 years for English, and I still can't read good. So that's all right. That's all right. I think that's why they had us do the lockdowns for so damn long, so that way we're all in this can't read, can't write boat. That's all right. Richard, can't stand Brandon Johnson. Yeah. They're not doing Chicago any favors. I know that. Everybody at first thought Chicago was going to go in a new direction, but that individual is very much like Lori Lightfoot. In certain ways, he's worse. He acts like he's a counselor, like a high school counselor, and he's counseling Chicago, and it just it's not going well. Hey, happy freedom to you, firefighter. Snooks, as a woman, I love them wieners. Well, do you like wine, though? That's the thing. Do you like wine? You got to have some wine with those wieners. Thank you, Breeze by You. Appreciate you. Thank you, Hair Juicer. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the movie. And we're going to be making quotes and stuff later on about it. I will do my best to watch it tonight. It's like studying. I was feeling the same way about the Monty Python movies. And here, Jizzle, I don't know if you missed it. I played the neat thing for the intro from Life of Brian. It's like I'm studying these movies, though. Either way, like I said, I will see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Go out there and enjoy your day, but be safe out there. Those damn Democrats, they're out there. Democrats and the illegals. What's the difference? Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.
Titties are really important. Titties make you quiet. Titties make you go, shh, there's some titties. You know why? Because all your hunting instincts kick in. Get down, there's some tits. Shut up, fucker, you're gonna scare them off. You start assessing the situation, you're like, all right, how can I get close to those? Possibly touch them, maybe lick them. And you realize you're in Sears with your family and it's probably not gonna happen. Titties and beer. Titties and beer. I thank God Almighty for titties and beer. Got titties and beer. Hunting two-legged deer. Titties and beer. Thank God I ain't queer. Bring them out here. There's one thing that it likes, and that's titties and beer. Titties and beer. Well, titties and beer. I said great big titties in my beer. God, I love your big fat titties. Come here, honey. Come here. Who's your daddy? Bobby. That man is a deacon in his church. They don't know he does that. We wrote one for the girls. It goes, wieners and wine. Wieners and wine. Little wieners and wine. Aren't they fine? If you like a little wiener and wine, you can have some of mine. Little wieners are fun. I'll shove it into your bun. Bobby. And I'll watch the juice run. Bobby.
Be safe out there, you hooligans, and hit that thumbs up button on your way out.